What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in. So as I have said in previous videos, leave some questions if you have any about Chrome OS, and we have a few, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it and answer them. All right, so our first question comes from Mike, and he asked, have you switched from the Samsung Chromebook Plus to the Pixelbook? And the answer is yes, but I am still using the Samsung Chromebook Plus. I actually have it right here in the corner of my videos, and I have a lot of notes for my videos that I write on here, so I refer to them while I'm making the video. But for everything else, I am using the Pixelbook. It's just an overall better device. We have a lot more RAM here, we have a lot more storage. The build quality is going to be a lot better. And it only makes sense considering the price of the Pixelbook versus the Samsung Chromebook Plus. But I also went one more step. I was using a Windows computer. This here, this big antique looking thing, this is my Toshiba Windows laptop. I am 100% away from it now. I actually haven't used this thing in, I want to say a week at least. It may have been even 2 weeks, but I am all in. I don't really plan on using this. I might look at this from time to time just to kind of see what Windows was like. But this thing is old here. It doesn't even have a touchscreen. In fact, when I was using it, I'm so used to having a touchscreen on a laptop now, I would find myself trying to use the touchscreen on this Toshiba laptop and then just remembering a second later, hey, this thing, it doesn't have a touchscreen. So that is that. This thing is, it's being retired. So yeah, that's what you call minimalism. The second question is from Ja, and he asked, do I use the PowerDirector app to edit all my videos? And the answer is still yes. I haven't tried any other apps recently, but I do want to. As for the PowerDirector app, it was recently updated not too long ago, and they made it kind of difficult to edit videos because now you can't take a clip and just drag it to anywhere you want in the timeline. Basically, how the update affected the app is when you go to add a clip to the timeline, it just adds it to the very end. And that's very frustrating if you don't want it at the very end. Along with this issue, now that the app has been updated, you also can't drag clips from a portion of the timeline and move them elsewhere. They took that feature out too. And that is just terrible in all ways. It just makes video editing very complicated, and it can be hard to work around that. So with that being said, for those reasons, I do want to try other video editing apps to see if maybe I can find something a little better. And I do want to make more video reviews of video editing apps. That is in the plan, so stick around for that. The third question we have is also from Mike, and I don't know if this is the same Mike or a different Mike, but he asked, how do Microsoft apps work on the Pixelbook? So let's go ahead, let's jump into it. So we're going to go ahead and do a search for the Microsoft Word app on the Google Play Store and hit that install button. This will take a few moments to install. And as you can see, when this opens up, we will be in a full screen mode, which is going to be very nice. That's working great so far. But when we click on a blank document, you can see we're going to need an Office 365 subscription. Now there is a workaround this. You can do a Google search for the Microsoft Word app and actually go to the Microsoft Word website and view and edit your documents online without a subscription. Now I imagine this is how it's going to work for the rest of the Microsoft Office software. The fourth question is from Aditya, and they ask, what kind of resolution do you set it to? So we're going to go ahead and scroll down to displays and click on that. And then you can see here we are going to have a setting to adjust the resolution. Now we're going to start by going really extreme here. As you see, things are going to get bigger and bigger. And this is going to be a useful feature for anyone who may have a hard time viewing small things on a screen. So you can put this rather large, and it goes to the other extreme here where things are very small. That's pretty much useless in my opinion. But as we scale up here, we'll go to where I was originally at, and I used 1350 by 900. Seems to work perfect for me. So our fifth question is from Sebastian, and his question was, how is the Play Store now? And there's still some disappointment on the Play Store. For me, what I'm finding is mainly apps are not fitting the complete screen. And I discovered something weird recently. Apps are going to behave differently depending on the Chromebook you have. I love Mortal Kombat X. I love playing it on a Chromebook versus on my Android smartphone. just for the bigger screen. But apparently, if you try to play that game on the Pixelbook here, it's going to give you an error message saying this device does not have enough performance, which is just absurd. It's got to be a software issue. But the game plays perfectly fine on the Samsung Chromebook Plus. Okay, question number 6 we have from Savvy. Hopefully I said it right one of those ways. But she or he, that would be a she, I think, is asking, can it run another browser such as Dolphin or Puffin browser? So let's go ahead, let's look into that. So we're going to start things off by jumping into the Play Store and doing a search for the Dolphin web browser app. And then we're going to go ahead and hit that install button. Now while this one is installing, we're going to go ahead and do a search for the Puffin web browser and install that as well. So we're going to go ahead and open up the Dolphin browser here, and as you can see, it's not going to take up the full screen unless we do a restart, and even after the restart we're still not taking up the full screen, so that's a con there. But otherwise this app is going to work. You can still use it for web browsing, that kind of thing. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the Puffin web browser. This one's going to be a little bit better. As you see, we're full screen. This actually looks like a full web browser here, and this is going to work fine as well. And then we have question number 7. We're just going to end there, lucky number 7. And that is going to be from Zahir, and he is asking, can I save a Google Doc or Polaris Doc offline and access it offline? So we're going to jump into both apps and show them off. So we're going to start with Google Docs here and head over to the main menu, and then we're going to go ahead and click on settings. Now as you see, we're going to have an offline option that we can toggle on or off, and this is going to allow us to create, open, and edit your recent Google Doc files on this device. So we're going to go ahead and turn that on there, and this will take a few seconds here, but you'll eventually get a confirmation. It'll say offline setup complete. So we're going to try this out with Polaris Office by clicking the document tab and clicking save as. Now as you can see, we're going to have a few options to choose from. The main thing here is you're going to want to choose a location where it's going to be easy to find your document. So that is pretty much it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave those below. And I want to do more videos like this, so if you have any questions about Chrome OS or the Samsung Chromebook Plus or the Pixelbook, make sure you also leave those below. We're going to do another video here and answer some more questions. If you found this video useful and enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button. And if you can, hit that subscribe button. It'll support me, it'll support the channel, and I can put out more videos. These videos, they do take time, they take some money, that kind of thing, some magic. And until next time, Leon checking out.